this video, that means you're ready to make your GreenFlash Foods Artisan Vegan Cheese. All you need to get started is your pot, a mixing spoon, your whisk, a pair of scissors, of course your container, your 1 1/3 cups of water, and your mixing bowl back there. So really quick before we get super started, what we really love about our packaging and our vegan cheese is that other than the oil packet, it's all completely biodegradable. That's including the top, and that's why the label isn't shiny either. So in our package you'll have your instructions. It's a little fold out, your oil packet with a little notch right here to open, and of course the powder packaging which has the cheese in it, and this is your cheese form for the end of the process. So we're gonna go ahead and get started following our instructions, and we're gonna take our oil packet and we'll tear it at the notch here. I'm just gonna head right on over to the stove and we'll get started. Just gonna grab my mixing bowl and bring it over here. We're gonna open our oil packet and go ahead and squeeze it into the non-stick pot that I have here. You can use stainless steel if you want. I just prefer non-stick just because it's a little easier for me to see what I'm doing throughout the process. And we're gonna go ahead and turn our stovetop burner to a low heat. Not high, not medium, just low. All we want to do is melt the oil. While we're doing that, we're gonna go ahead and cut off the entire top of the cheese mix. Just take your pair of scissors and cut it off very carefully, and we're gonna pour that powder mix into the bowl first. For the spicier cheeses like the Sonoran Scorpion and Peppa Fire that we have, we just have to be extra careful. These have spicy pepper powder in them, so the more they billow, the spicier the air is around you. So you just want to eliminate that pepper cloud as much as possible, otherwise you might sneeze. So after you've got that powder gently put in, pour your 1 1/3 cups of water into your bowl and whisk it all together until it's smooth. I like to say smooth like gravy. That just means no lumps. You're just gonna mix it all together. Just so you know, you don't have to use the oil packet if you don't want to. If you want to make a fat-free vegan cheese, skip the oil packet completely. Just know it won't be as melty as it could be. Switch out to your mixing spoon, and we're gonna go ahead and pour the mixed cheese into the pot. And once you've started mixing, once that cheese is in the pot with your oil, you're gonna start mixing and don't stop. Mixing is, like I said before, it's your new best friend. And go ahead and turn your burner up to medium until our cheese begins to thicken. This whole process over here will take about 5 to 8 minutes, depending on your stove and type of pot, but truly, you should start to see it thicken within about 3 minutes. If you don't see it start to thicken within that time, you're gonna need to turn your heat up a bit more. So right now here as we're mixing, we're at medium. You might have to turn it up to like medium high, but you always wanna start lower, at a lower heat, and work your way up to a higher heat. The reason for that is that you want to keep the oil and water emulsified or mixed together. So if you overheat the cheese, the emulsion will break. At some point it's going to go ahead and get a little lumpy, but don't worry, that'll work itself out. You just have to keep mixing. All right, so here you can see it's getting a little lumpy, and that means it looks like we're maybe 30 seconds away from the end here. We're in the home stretch. And now you can see it kind of starting to stick together. We're getting to the point of that vegan cheese being fully cooked. So here's where that nonstick pot comes in. It'll be a little easier to tell with a nonstick pot that it's ready. Notice how now I'm basically turning the whole cheese around in a circle. It's sticking to itself and not the pan, nothing else. That means that we are done. Pick up your pot and we're gonna go ahead and dump your cheese straight into that container, that form that it came in. Leave it there to cool, uncovered, and then you can put it in your fridge covered overnight. And if you like a thicker rind, just leave the cover off. All right, and if you want to use your cheese immediately after cooking, you can use it as a fondue or as a tasty cracker spread. I like to dip Triscuits or Ritz crackers in there, and that's it. Easy as can be. Your cheese will last for 10 days, but we doubt it'll take you that long to enjoy it. It's very hot. Enjoy! This will last 10 days, but I doubt that you will make it last that long. Thank you for coming and have a nice day.